Hey everyone, I'm popping on again to talk to you guys. Now, if you remember and you've tuned in to any of my videos on my YouTube channel, or you see this on Facebook or however we're connecting, you know that my 3 words for this year are brave, bold, and beautiful. And my goal, especially now exiting out of my 20s and entering into the 30s, I want to talk to you about how we can become these things, especially as we are wrapping up this chaotic year, 2020. If I asked you, you and I were in person right now, I would ask, how would you summarize this word? What would be your one word explaining this entire year? I know a ton of you would say, well, it's been a freaking painful year with work changing, kids' schools changing. We've had, a ton of protesting. We had a crazy election. We've had this pandemic continue on with our health and the safety of going out and not going out and wearing a mask and deliveries and restaurants closing and businesses shutting down. It's been this weird, chaotic year. Some of you would say it's been a disaster, it's been overwhelming because it's impacted you tremendously. Now, if you've also tuned in with me, you know about Bold, Brave, and Beautiful, but you also know that I have personally been up against some battles. As most of us know, I am still facing a tough year up against brain cancer, right? So that hasn't gone anywhere, that's still present, that's still something that I have to face every day in this crazy pandemic world too. I do have an MRI right around the corner, so this will be the first time I've gone 3 months without checking on my brain tumor and seeing what it looks like after 12 months of chemotherapy. So this will be exciting, hopefully, news to share with you guys soon. So that's right around the corner. But battle number 1 is I have a life-threatening disease. That's not changing. Battle number 2, which impacts this year for me, is I now have gut health issues. In nutrition and in wellness, oftentimes we call our gut our second brain because it ties in so tightly what we put in our body, what food we eat, what alcohol we consume, whatever is put into our body impacts our gut's health specifically. And fight or flight is directly impacted by what we put in our body and how our body is responding. So we can feel butterflies in our belly, but that's truly our gut speaking to our brain, informing us and letting us know. So these 2 things, brain, gut health, are the 2 most important parts of our body to be keeping well. And both of mine are facing the biggest battles they could ever experience. So we don't know exactly what's happening, but I've been following a low FODMAP diet for the past 4 weeks. I've been hardcore supplementing for 2 solid weeks, and I will be for a while. And I've been vomiting still every day. Originally, I thought this was related to chemotherapy, but called and talked with my brain tumor center I'm working with, and it's not. I still shouldn't be feeling this way. So it's truly an individual, it's my own issue specifically to my body. With my wellness background, I know that this is because I've been heavily medicated for the past 1.5 years, and my body is now outwardly responding to high inflammation, high stress on the body, and it's needing to be healed. So battle 1, brain cancer. Battle number 2, wanting to be healthy and not vomit every day. Struggling on a day-to-day basis. Now, battle number 3 is COVID is impacting us. This is impacting our work world. People who have been furloughed, laid off, have, their business shut down is impacting everyone, not just me, but people who are in my situation where I've had chemotherapy for the past 1.5 years and now haven't been working for a while and desperately seeking out work to continue insurance for medical coverage and continue to have enough money to pay our bills and get through each and every day while Davis is growing this business. It's impacting all of us. And it's not just me. You or several of your friends or family members are feeling the loss of income. They're feeling the loss of comfort. We don't feel safe to go outside without wearing a mask. We can't go into stores and into restaurants and into coffee shops right now, but even if we can, we have to wear a mask and we have to do hand sanitizer and we have to be so overprotective of ourselves. And we've had this going on for hundreds and thousands of years, and now all of a sudden this is in front of us. So there's no comfort. There's also a lack of connection. We aren't able, especially thinking about what we just had. We just had Thanksgiving. We didn't get to see our family members that we don't see that often. We didn't get to have a large gathering. And now with Christmas around the corner, the same thing is impacted. We have to protect those who have health conditions. We have to prevent the disease to continuing to spread until we have a solution. So this year has truly been us fighting against all things, and it's been incredibly difficult. Now you're wondering, okay, your words, Nicole, if I'm reflecting on what I've learned from you, is be bold, be brave, be beautiful. How are you expecting me to do this on a year that looks like this? You want me to summarize the year with one word? Well, shoot, I pick it was a disaster. It sucked. I want this year to be over. Can it be 2021, please? Well, I want you to survive and thrive. And I want you to be brave, because we have no control over what is happening in front of us. What we can control is ourselves, and is how we want to move forward with each and every day. Being content with what we have that is good, and also turning to someone, anyone that we trust, to be open about the year. Share everything that's heavy on your heart, every struggle that you've been up against. Again, pick someone you trust, somebody you want to share your pain and grief with. Have a box of tissues if you need them, but talk, let it out, let it off your chest. This is going to be good for your gut health and your mental health, to not let it settle and crush you, because this year could. We want to survive and thrive, like I said. Once we let this off of our chest, we can move forward and we can pick a new word for 2021. If I learned all of the things that I've been impacted with in 2020 and I don't feel like I can handle anything else, to pick a new word. Each and every year do I set a word for my year. This word for this year with 2020 has been perfect. It has been trust. During this whole process, I've had to trust God, and I've had to trust myself, and I've had to trust those around me that I'll get through this year. I will survive another day, won't have another seizure, my gut will be repaired, Davis's business will provide, I will get a job. I trust that things will move forward. But as we continue with the uncertainty of the world, I pray and I ask you, as your takeaway from today's assignment on how to be more brave, is to create your word for 2021. I am in 2021 going to be a warrior who's up to face the next battle. I am going into 2021 fearlessly, not afraid, ready to tackle whatever storm, whatever challenge, whatever battle is in front of me. I am going to be in 2021 prepared for what is in front of me. Pick a word that's there for you after reflection. Help your body to heal and move into a new year. Finish this year first, reflect, learn, and move forward with what you can accomplish in 2021. You will be brave by doing so. Have a great rest of your day.